Hey everyone, so today is awesome. We've got several hunts today, all in Florida, all looking for really amazing stuff that I was not expecting to find, and yeah, it was just very good. Anyway though, I'm rambling at this point, so let's get into day number one. Hey everyone, so I don't know if you can tell from the background, but we are no longer in the state of Montucky, where snow is everywhere and it's cold. We are now in the sunshine state. And we're gonna go have fun today.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. So we are on our way right now to meet up with the Rockmaster himself, where we are going onto a private site to dig for some of the most amazing calcite clams and calcite whelks I've ever seen. We went there last year and I got literally the 3 best fossils I've ever found in Florida. So it's awesome, it's exciting. I'm excited. I'll see you later. All right, everyone, we are to the spot, and we've been here for like an hour and a half, and I just haven't even bothered recording because we have been putting in the work. Seriously.
Digging a lot.
Yeah, seriously. But I wanted to run and grab my camera because we have just finally reached the lair. Look at that clam right there. That is bright yellow calcite. So I'm gonna put the camera away and get back to work because we are not done yet. That is some nice dark yellow. Let's hope for some crystals in there.
Yeah, splash that right on top of this.
Thank you, Alexis. These two look like they're full of calcite also. All right, Derek just broke it loose. That's a cool little piece. That actually might be a good one for the scribe. Heck yeah, all right, that's what we want to see. No crystals in that one, I don't think, but it's still got that nice calcite. All right, we just uncovered an olive shell right there. Olive. Love those olive. Oh, there it comes. Nice. Oh, look how calcified that is. There's like little crystals on the lip right there.
Oh yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah, wash that bad boy off.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that down to the water. That's awesome. I have a soft spot for the olive shells. All right, how do you look? Oh, heck yeah. I'll be getting some shots on my other camera in just a little bit, but man, that is a really cool little specimen. Heard the magical words.
Yeah, you can see the crystals in there.
Oh yeah, you can. Welk. Nice.
Look at that aragonite growth in there.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
That's a really cool find.
Heck yeah, man.
Right.
All right, first whelk of the day.
Right.
I hope my camera's in frame. Anyway though, we just found another clam. Let's hope for some goodness. I was gonna say, I think we're almost behind it.
That is a massive.
That is a really big clam.
Is it wiggling out?
A little bit.
All right.
Oh, and it's empty.
Completely empty.
There's like, look at the tiny little crystals in there. All that big clam, and there's just like 80 bitty crystals. That is just rude. That looks like a big clam.
It is.
Oh, wow.
That's going to be all crystals down in there.
Grab that very carefully. Look at all the crystals in there. Oh, look at the hopper formation on that big one sticking out. That's awesome. Dang, that is gonna be so nice.
Awesome work, man.
Heck yeah. Derek said that other spot was not producing what we want to see, so we are trying a new spot. So I just found this. This is really cool. This is all a big fossilized worm shell cluster. And then, here, I'm at the wrong angle, sorry guys. And then there's calcite right in here. That's freaking cool. I'm gonna keep that, that's awesome. I'm sure you're probably all wondering why this footage just ends right here. The level with you guys. When I got to Florida, day 2, I got an incredibly bad stomach bug that literally laid me out for like 5 days out of my 2-week trip, which sucks. But anyway, that day that we had scheduled to go out with Derek was like right at the tail end of that, and I was really just, I wasn't not better yet, but I wanted to push it to see if I could go, and I couldn't. I literally, my body told me, we are leaving, I am done. It was not fun. It really sucked, and it unfortunately laid me out for another day, but I was having so much fun with those guys, I just didn't want to leave. So I pushed probably longer than I should have. It probably wasn't, you know, smart for me to go out in the first place, but yeah. So if you're wondering why there, you know, where the rest of this hunt is, that was the end for me. Anyway though, that is not where this video ends. We are going on another hunt that was not supposed to be a hunt. I was just exploring islands looking for shells, and this happened. Okay, this is cool. That is a chunk of mammoth bone. That is awesome. I'll have to send a picture to Derek so he can identify what part of what bone that came from. That's awesome. That is another piece of bone. Fossil too. I'm not sure what this goes to. Looks like it's missing the tip right here. It looks like it might be a digit of some kind. Again, I'm gonna have to message Derek and see what he thinks. And it's moments like these, I am very happy that I bring my vertebrate permit everywhere I go in Florida. That is really, really cool. Man, that's awesome. Also, check this out. Just found a beautiful lightning whelk. That is gorgeous. Modern. This is modern. So a cool thing about where we're at currently is you can find Pleistocene mammal fossils alongside modern seashells, and there's actually a coquina layer in between the Pleistocene stuff and the actual like top, so you can find fossil seashells as well. I'll show you in just a little bit, but I actually found a few fossil whelks as well, probably Miocene, I assume. So this is really cool. I wanted to show you guys. So this is a really big lightning whelk. These are one of my favorite shells. This one's alive. And what it is doing to this clam right now is it is actually eating that clam. It's weird to think of a snail as a highly aggressive predator, but lightning whelks are highly aggressive predators. It is doing essentially what spiders do. It is stabbing inside of that clam shell and liquefying the insides and then slurping them on out. And I've never actually gotten to see a live one feeding before, so this is like really, really cool. I just wanted to show Alexis and I'm gonna go put him back. Yeah, so check this out. Derek and Kyle both have told me that this is actually fairly uncommon in Florida to be able to find mammal bone inside of matrix still. So these are really, really cool. Even though it's like just a tiny little piece of bone, that's an awesome little specimen. Sorry about the wind, guys. It's really bad right now. This is another example of what I'm talking about. That is bone inside of host rock still. That's so cool. I think we have another fossil right here. Yes, we do. Now what it is, I am not sure. Huh. Weird, I don't know. It's definitely fossil. Whoa, what's this? It's a weird nut thing. Anyway, yeah, it's definitely fossil. I don't know what it is though. Oh my gosh, if that is what I think it is. What? That is a turtle plastron. Plastron is the bottom shell. You can see all of the scutes are fused still. That is so cool. Are you serious? That's awesome. All right, well, there's the best find so far for sure. All right, well, we might have some competition for the plastron now. Check that out. Oh, wow. That is a fantastic horse tooth. And it's got some matrix attached. That's so cool. Man, that is in wonderful condition. That is awesome. All right, that might be find of the day so far. I think that's horse. Oh my gosh, sorry about the wind, you guys. All right, I see two bones side by side, and I'm not sure what I'm looking at yet. So we've got this, which is just a random bone section. Very cool with that host rock still attached. And then the other one is this right here, which I do believe is another horse. Probably more horse. Another horse. Here's a good example of one of the fossil shells. You can see it looks very, very different than the modern shells. This is actually coquina, which is just a built-up layer of cemented fossil shells, and there's actually some big whelks in there. This is awesome, you guys. I actually wasn't planning on doing any filming over here, but you know, when you're finding nice stuff, might as well. Okay, that is freaking cool. So that is a fossil whelk. You can tell by how dark it is, but because it probably eroded off of the water, it is covered in modern barnacles and oyster shells. That is really cool. All right, I think I see something really cool. That is awesome. That is a tooth. Think horse tooth, still embedded in the host rock. Man, that is cool. That is extremely cool. Look at that. This tree is inverted. Alexis is having way too much fun with this. I told her the news that cone jellyfish do not sting because they are not technically jellyfish.
I'm so happy.
And
right
she
now.
is living her best life handling cone jellies. She's very, very happy. Anyway, though, the whole reason I turned my camera on is because I want to show you this. Just found another horse tooth, and I just flipped this rock over. Check out how much bone is in matrix in this thing. That is so cool. Well, that's all for today. So I will see you all back at the house. All right, so here's stop number 3. Probably gonna be our last one for the trip. Love coming here because we can find some really nice shells and calcite, and there's some calcite right there. Piece of a calcite clam. Heck yeah, we found some really, really nice calcite crystals in this stuff before, as well as some chert with druzy. Like, it's just a cool little spot, and some really, really, really nice shells, so I'm excited. Let's see what we can find. Alexis is summoning me. She found something. Oh, it's a cocoon. Oh, it's on a really nice piece of chert, actually.
Yeah, because I picked it up because I saw this, and I was gonna flip it, and then I saw him, and now...
Was that on the side of the road?
Yeah.
I might want to look over there. That's some good looking chert. There's a nice piece. Looks like there's some good little calcite crystals in there. That'll look really good once we get it clean. And then right here is a little fossil knobwhelk. That is some interesting chert right there. That might actually be really pretty. I remind myself every time before we come here to bring a spray bottle, and I forget literally every single time. So I'll wash them off at home. All right, well, we're at the next spot, and I just found an echinoid. Fortunately, he's broken, but that was a sea urchin. See the star pattern on that one. It's awesome. Well, cool. Where there's one, there's potentially more. I believe we have another echinoid right here. Yeah, he's a little busted up, but that's definitely another echinoid. That's a nice sized echinoid. Well, that's actually awesome because we've never found echinoids over here before, so that's actually really encouraging. This might be new fill. Dude, that is echinoid number 3. This one still has a bunch of the host rock on top, so that's probably really nicely intact underneath there. That's awesome. Okay, that is confirmation that this is certainly new fill. Well, that's exciting, guys. I was hoping for some calcite and some shells, but if we can find echinoids, it's like even more exciting. I believe we have another echinoid right here. Oh my gosh, that's a big echinoid. Okay, that's awesome. That's huge. Heck yeah. Man, like I said, I came out here hoping for shells and calcite, but I'll take noids over shells and calcite. I think they're the more uncommon find for this area. That's awesome. All right, guys, well, we went out hoping for calcite and seashells, and we're going home with echinoids, and I am freaking thrilled about that. So I'm gonna get back home and clean everything off, and let's take a look at everything from all 3 days. All right, guys, we are back to the house. I have everything cleaned off. It is extremely windy and overcast now, so I'm sorry if my lighting sucks, but yeah, let's take a look at everything. All right, I think I found a spot where there's actually some sunlight. So this, we're gonna start with the stuff from the first day. This is absolutely probably my favorite find. This is just a gigantic worm shell cluster. And these are you can still find them today. They're really, really cool. I'll show you an example if I remember. To get a sample. But anyway, whole thing is just one gigantic worm shell cluster, and as it's drying, I did not notice this earlier, but it is actually like coated in a druzy film of calcite, and we've got a beautiful pocket of calcite crystals right there. You can really see that texture is just crazy. Trying to find an end pocket where you can see it a little better. That is just so cool. Definitely my favorite find. Oh, come on, son. Found a spot where it's nice and sunny, and now it's gone. Anyway, though. Second best would probably be, actually not second best, but our best calcite probably be this right here. We've got a clam right there, piece of a clam right there, all attached to its matrix, which also still has a little bit of calcite pockets in there. Not as much, but those two on top are pretty dang nice. I'm pretty happy with those. We got this, which Derek said he had never seen before, which I thought was awesome. A piece of coral, but there's actually calcite inside of some of the coral tubes, polyps I think they're called. That is a really, really cool piece. We got this moon snail, which is completely calcified. Like, that is just solid calcite. If you were to cut this open, it probably has crystals on the inside, and I have a leaf stuck to my finger. Very cool. Probably the nicest calcite fossil we found was this, though, right here. Look at that olive. Here, I'll get a little closer. That thing is so calcified, it's insane. can see the outer shell actually has natural sheen still. That is so awesome. Never gets old. Absolutely freaking love these things. There, the sun came back for a second. Look at the way this glows. Just glows yellow. Solid calcite. How cool is that? All right, so next we have our fossils from day 2, which was when we were out on the islands finding all these stuffs. All right, so we've got this piece of bone right here. Probably a rib of something. It's just so cool seeing that matrix still attached. Very, very, very cool. Not something you see very often. We have this, likely a digit from something. So finger bone from something. Not really sure what it would be. Really cool. We've got, this is so awesome. So Derek has told me that finding these fossils in matrix still is really uncommon. So this just makes this thing even more special. This is a bison tooth. You can see that's the tip sticking out right there, but it's still like completely just in a ball of matrix. So later at some point I'm going to prep this, not to extract it, but to just excavate it a little more so it's poking out more. That is such a cool fossil. Looks like it's going to be in really good shape underneath that rock layer. Then this was probably our nicest tooth of the day. Fantastic horse tooth. Great condition. So cool. But my favorite fossil of the day, absolutely, had to be this completely intact turtle plastron. It is literally just perfect. It is so cool. I love it so much. And that brings us to today. So first things first, this was that piece that I thought was going to have nice calcite. That was right. That is some very nice calcite. I think I can get a little closer. Beautiful calcite. Really nice. We didn't really find a lot of that same material that we normally find, but I did find this, which is awesome. If you want to focus, look at the sparkles. That's like a druzy film of calcite. I actually like it when it's out of focus because you can see the sparkle a bit more. That druzy film of calcite goes up over top of that little barnacle right there. How cool is that? And then on the inside, you've got a bryozoan mesh on the inside there. But obviously, the finds of the day were absolutely those echinoids. They are not supposed to be in this area, so finding those is really cool. That is definitely Phil from a different part of Florida. But yep, those be echinoids. Really, really cool. Echinoids are the family that encompasses things like crinoids, sand dollars, sea urchins, that kind of stuff. Got that one, got this one, which I'm gonna prep at some point, because this one's still mostly covered in matrix, which is awesome, because that means it's going to be really well preserved. And then this one, which was our big one, and that is so nice. Definitely was not expecting echinoids when we went out today, but that is so freaking cool. And the coolest part, if you look on the back side, it actually has pieces of shells from other echinoids on the back fused to it. That is so cool. Like each one of those hunts was a little too short to be its own video, but man, when you mash those all together, that is kind of an epic compilation of what Florida fossil hunting has to offer. I absolutely cannot wait to prep those echinoids and as well as the fossils from day 2, because those are going to be really, really nice. I'm probably going to leave the matrix on all of them except for the tooth. I want to expose that tooth more. Also, huge shout out to Derek for taking us out on the first day. That really hurt my soul having to leave early, but man, that was brutal. My body was not okay with what was happening. But again, huge shout outs to Derek. Thank you so much, man, and I'm already looking forward to our next adventures together. Let me know down in the comments which find was your favorite. Mine would probably be, who am I kidding? That turtle plastron is amazing. Usually we find like individual sections of shells, so finding a full plastron is just amazing. I'll have links to various stuffs up in the description. Definitely keep your eyes out for the videos in which we prep these. But yeah, guys, I think that's gonna do it. We leave for back to Billings in 2 days, so I think that is all that we have time for now. But man, what an awesome trip. We got such amazing fossils, and it was just a lot of fun. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next week where I'll be back in Montana. Actually, I'm back in Montana by the time you're watching this. That's weird.